Hey everybody, Big Toad here. Just starting into week 3, and I'm going to run some Clan Boss today. I've got 2 keys to use here. Let's look at my team. I have Kale. He's still not 60. I'm working on that. I've gotten to the point now where I'm starting to run out of energy every day, so the progress is not as large. You'll do that after about 2 weeks when you're hitting all the challenges and the missions and such. Eventually that starts slowing down and your resources start dropping off. So at this point, if like this is your main account, this is your new account, this account you're going to use, you might want to pick up the daily gem pack. It's like $10 a month, US dollars a month, and it gives you a few gems every day, and you can use those for energy to give you a little boost on your energy. As long as you're not running out of energy, though, don't worry about it. Next, I've got my Artak. He's still at level 50. I haven't been able to ascend him at all, but he's still doing about a quarter of the damage Kale's doing, but he's still doing higher damage than anybody else on the team. Then I got Elhain. She's ascended 4 times. She's doing decent damage, not as good as Artak. And then I brought in Jizzo, defensive champion. He's not quite level 40 yet, but I just want to start using him and getting him in the mix. My other choices are a little slim right now. And then, of course, I've got my Rector Drath, who's bringing in the heals and keeping people alive to get a little bit more damage. So the runs are pretty sporadic. I'm going anywhere from 1.6 million to I've had 2.4 million on hard. So not real consistent right now. Once I hit Kale to 60, that's where we see the big jump. So let's go ahead and start. And once I get this started, I will run this at 4 times speed to move it along quickly. Okay, 1.92 million. That's not too bad. So let's look at the damage here. See, Kale is at 1.3 million. Artak is at 406,000. So he's doing a third of the damage that Kale is. Kale was getting a couple stuns there. So that if that brought his damage down a little bit from what it could have been. So then Elhain at 56,000. Not bad for her. Obviously at 4-star, a little bit less. Then Artak, Rector Drath, only 27,000, but that's okay. Her job is not damage. I built her strong to keep coming with the heals and to do reses. Now Jizzo did 37,000, which compared to Elhain, who's also a level 40, this one's not even level 40 yet fully. That's not too bad of damage. I think on this one, I'm going to go ahead and trade Jizzo out and see what kind of difference we get from the 192. So let's go ahead and edit the team. Got a couple other choices here. I've got Chaplain and Eris and Grave Chill Killer I could use. So you know what? I'm going to go with Chaplain and see how she does on this with those little extra heals to keep up Elhain a little better. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, I'll run this on fast speed so we can watch through it quickly. Okay, we're back. Let's look at this damage. Elhain did 98,000, so she almost did as much as Artak with this build. Rector and Chaplain both did about the same damage. So while the damage was higher for Elhain, it didn't result in an overall higher output. Kale only did 1.2 here. Let's go back and look. So 3.46. I did not. So the first run was better. The first run where I had Jizzo in for Chaplain ran better. Just one run's not enough to prove that Jizzo's better in this case. He will be once I get him up to 40. So I'll start working on him to get him up there higher. But I got to get Kale to 60, and that'll be the big boost. We'll see that coming up sometime in the next few days here. And I also want to point out, I don't know if you noticed, but you might want to go back and rewatch parts of that fight. When Rector resurrected someone, she put a perfect veil on them. That's where they go transparent, translucent. And when that happens, that target will not take the stun attack. That stun attack is a single target where he just brings his fist down and whaps one person, and that can put a stun on the target. Well, the clan boss will not attack that target as their primary if he's got that veil on it, unless there's a lot of other extenuating circumstances. We'll get into who takes the stun and why as we get into higher clan bosses and we get better champions. But that veil is why the clan boss was switching between targets on that stun, is because he didn't want to hit the one with the veil, and he targeted someone else. So, all right, well, that's clan boss for today. We're into this about a little over 2 weeks now. Just getting started into week 3. We're at 3.46 million with 2 keys, and that's not quite enough to get me here yet. But hopefully, I'll be getting this chest in the next couple days on hard. I could go back, and maybe this is what I should be doing, is going back and getting the top chest here so I have a chance at the void and this. That's probably what you should be doing, but I'm doing this in order to give you a benchmark on hard and where you can be within 2 weeks. So at the end of week 3, I should be getting hard done and hitting that chest, and really can't wait to get to brutal. That is another session with Big Toad and Raid Shadow Legends, and I am out.